Imagine waking up tomorrow and finally feeling in control of your life. No more endless meetings, no more saying yes to everything, no more running on hamster wheel, but getting nowhere. Imagine making meaningful progress toward what really matters and letting go of everything else. This isn't just a dream, it's the way of the essentialist. In this video, we're diving into Essentialism, the disciplined pursuit of less by McKeown, a powerful guide that shows you how to stop being busy and start being productive in the areas that truly count. We'll cover all 20 chapters of the book, summarizing the key lessons so you can start living the essentialist life today. So grab a notebook, because this could be the most important 15 minutes you spend this week. Part 1. Essence. What is the core mindset of an essentialist? Chapter 1. The Essentialist. In this opening chapter, we meet Sam, a high-level Silicon Valley executive overwhelmed by a flood of meetings, emails, and endless responsibilities. His mentor suggests an unconventional approach. Act as though he's an outside consultant, working only on what is essential and ignoring everything else. At first, Sam struggles. He's conditioned to say yes to everything. But little by little, as he starts saying no to the non-essential, remarkable changes unfold. His performance improves, stress levels plummet, and his family life blossoms again. The key lesson? Essentialism isn't about trying to fit more into your day. It's about stripping away the noise to focus on what truly matters. Rather than making a millimeter of progress in a million directions, you make meaningful strides in a few vital areas, contributing at your highest possible level. Chapter 2. Choose the invincible power of choice. Many of us feel powerless, as if we have no choice but to say yes, to meet expectations, to play along. But McKeown reminds us that we always have a choice. Choice is both a privilege and an action. It's not something others give you, but something you claim. The danger lies in forgetting this power and letting others steer your life. Essentialists learn to pause, step out of autopilot, and consciously decide where to focus their energy. Each choice you make, or fail to make, shapes your path. Saying no is not selfish. It's exercising your right to design your own life. When you don't choose intentionally, you're allowing others to fill your calendar and dictate your priorities. Chapter 3. Discern. The unimportance of practically everything. McKeown introduces the concept of the vital few versus the trivial many. Most of what consumes our time and energy produces little value, while a handful of efforts yield extraordinary results. This idea echoes the Pareto principle. 20% of activities drive 80% of outcomes. Take Warren Buffett, who attributes 90% of his wealth to just 10 investments. A perfect example of focusing on the vital few. The message is clear. Stop treating everything as if it's equally important. Instead, observe closely to uncover the few tasks, relationships, and opportunities that create the biggest impact. Recognizing what matters most allows you to channel your efforts where they'll have the greatest return. Chapter 4. Trade-off. Which problem do I want? We all face trade-offs. Every yes automatically means saying no to something else. The question isn't whether trade-offs exist. It's whether we make them consciously or by default. McKeown highlights Southwest Airlines as an example of embracing trade-offs. They chose to offer affordable, no-frills flights and consciously rejected meals, assigned seating, and luxury. That clarity propelled them to remarkable success. Essentialists don't ask, how can I do both? Instead, they ask, which problem am I willing to live with? Which area do I want to excel in? Choosing trade-offs deliberately allows you to focus deeply where it counts. Part 2. Explore. How can we discern the trivial many from the vital few? Chapter 5. Escape. The perks of being unavailable. To discover what truly matters, you need room to breathe. That means escaping the noise, even briefly, to think and reflect. McKeown suggests scheduling intentional solitude, an hour, a day, or even a weekend, to assess your priorities. In today's hyper-connected world, carving out this quiet space is more important than ever. When you step away from the frenzy, clarity emerges, and you can see where your energy should truly go. Chapter 6. Look, see what really matters. The Essentialist trains themselves to notice what others overlook. Look beyond superficial demands and observe patterns of value and impact. Pay attention to outcomes, not just activity. Which meetings actually move the needle? Which clients or tasks deliver real results? Developing this discernment is a skill, and it separates the busy from the truly effective. Don't let urgency drown out importance. Chapter 7. Play. Embrace the wisdom of your inner child. Play isn't just for children. It's essential for adults too. It fuels creativity, innovation, and resilience. When you allow yourself to play, whether it's sports, games, art, or unstructured time, your mind unlocks new connections and ideas. Play reduces stress and opens your perspective, allowing you to approach problems in fresh ways. Children learn through play, and so can we. Chapter 8. Sleep. Protect the asset. Your most vital resource is you, and sleep is the foundation of your productivity, creativity, and health. Skipping sleep in the name of productivity is self-defeating. It leads to poor decisions, lower performance, and burnout. Sleep is not indulgence, it's maintenance. Prioritize quality rest so you can bring your best self to everything you do. Chapter 9. Select. The power of extreme criteria. When deciding what to take on, don't settle for pretty good. If an opportunity doesn't excite you or clearly align with your priorities, it's a no. Apply extreme criteria to evaluate each request. Does it contribute to your highest goals? Does it truly matter? If the answer isn't a strong yes, then say no. This high bar ensures your time and energy go where they create the greatest impact. Part 3. Eliminate. How can we cut out the trivial many? Chapter 10. Clarify. One decision that makes 1,000. Clarity is your superpower. When you clearly define your purpose, values, and goals, decisions become effortless. Instead of debating every small choice, you align everything with that core clarity. One solid decision about what truly matters saves you from wasting countless hours on trivialities. For example, a company with a clear mission statement makes hiring, product, and investment decisions much more quickly and effectively. In your life, define what success really looks like, not according to others, but for you, and let that vision guide everything else. Chapter 11. Dare. The power of a graceful no. Most people fear saying no, worried they'll hurt relationships or miss out. But McKeown shows that saying no respectfully often raises others' respect for you, because they see you as someone with priorities and boundaries. Instead of vague excuses or over-explaining, master phrases like, "I'm honored you thought of me, but I can't take this on right now." Every yes you give drains time from your highest priorities. The courage to say no firmly, yet kindly, is one of the most powerful skills an essentialist can develop. Chapter 12. Uncommit. Win big by cutting your losses. We've all stayed too long in commitments, jobs, projects, even relationships, just because we already invested so much into them. That's the sunk cost fallacy. Essentialists see past that. They understand that continuing a poor investment is throwing good resources after bad. If something no longer fits your goals or brings value, have the courage to stop, regardless of how much time or money you already put in. Freeing up that energy opens space for more meaningful opportunities. Chapter 13. Edit. The invisible art. Think of your life as a masterpiece. Like any great story, it benefits from editing. Editing isn't about adding more. It's about cutting away the unnecessary so the essential stands out. This could mean simplifying your schedule, cleaning your workspace, or reducing commitments. As an editor sharpens the narrative by removing fluff, you too can sharpen your life by intentionally eliminating what doesn't contribute to your main story. Chapter 14. Limit. The freedom of setting boundaries. Boundaries don't trap you, they liberate you. By clearly defining what you will and won't do, you protect your energy and focus. Decide ahead of time. What are your work hours? What tasks will you no longer take on? When will you disconnect from technology? When you enforce these boundaries, you're no longer reactive to others' demands, but proactive about your own well-being and goals. True freedom comes when you control what enters your life. Part 4. Execute. How can we make doing the vital few things almost effortless? Chapter 15. Buffer. The unfair advantage. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what can go wrong. Essentialists build buffers, extra time, resources, and flexibility into everything. If a meeting is scheduled for an hour, they allow time to prepare and recover. If a project is due next week, they aim to finish early to allow room for unexpected obstacles. These cushions reduce stress and make you look and feel more in control, even when life throws you a curveball. Chapter 16. Subtract. Bring forth more by removing obstacles. Rather than constantly pushing harder, look for what's in your way and remove it. Identify the friction points in your processes, relationships, or habits that slow you down. Fix broken workflows, delegate tasks, or eliminate redundant steps. Often, removing just one obstacle can unlock enormous progress. It's not always about adding effort. Sometimes, subtracting is the smarter path. Chapter 17. Progress. The power of small wins. Massive progress rarely comes overnight. Instead, essentialists break big goals into small, achievable steps and celebrate each win. These small victories build momentum and motivation. For example, if your goal is to write a book, don't focus on finishing it all at once. Commit to writing just one page a day. Over time, small, consistent progress leads to great accomplishments. Chapter 18. Flow. The genius of routine. Routine is where magic happens. Establish habits and systems that support your priorities so you don't have to think or waste willpower. Morning rituals, dedicated work hours, regular exercise. All of these create stability that frees your energy for more creative and meaningful work. When the essential becomes automatic, you can focus your mind on innovation and impact. Chapter 19. Focus. What's important now? Our minds are often scattered between past regrets and future anxieties. Essentialists center themselves by asking, what's the most important thing I could do right now? This keeps you grounded in the present, ensuring that each moment contributes meaningfully to your larger goals. It's a simple but powerful question that brings clarity in chaos. Chapter 20b. The Essentialist Life. Essentialism is not a box to check off. It's a way of being. It's a continual process of exploring what matters, eliminating the trivial, and executing effortlessly. Living as an essentialist means designing your life instead of letting it happen to you. You regain control of your time, energy, and choices, and align them with what truly matters, creating a life filled with purpose and joy. So there you have it, the complete summary of Essentialism by Greg McKeown. Remember, you don't have to do everything. You don't have to please everyone. You only need to figure out what's truly essential, and then give yourself permission to let go of everything else. As Greg McKeown writes, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're going to say no to this week, so you can focus on what really matters. Thanks for watching.